Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to be here with you today. We are saddened to learn of the passing of the former Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. I would like to ask Mr. Sanjeev Kumar, the Vice Consul from Consul General of India, to come to the stage.
Good evening. On behalf of the Embassy of India and Consulate General of India, Dubai, I would like to welcome all the participants for this event and thanks the organizer for the event. But with profound grief, I'm informing you all the passing away of our former Prime Minister, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, today at New Delhi. A true Indian statesman whose leadership, foresight, and maturity will be remembered by everyone Indians forever. I would therefore kindly request you all to please observe a minute of silence in honor of departing soul. Thank you very much. Thank you. Saish.
Thank you, Mr. Sanjeev Kumar, Vice Consul from Consul General of India. The relationship between the two countries, UAE and India, go back to centuries. But it's clear from the leadership and top officials that current momentum in the relationship is at all-time high. Both countries are extremely diverse in terms of language, dialect, race, and religion. The UAE's founding father, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, made cultural, intellectual, and social diversity in the UAE as a source of strength, prosperity, and innovation, based on the sustainable values of tolerance, respect, coexistence, and compassion. For the 7th consecutive years, young Arabs across the region voted the UAE as the top country to live in, according to the finding of the 10th Arab Youth Survey. We hope to become the same for the Indian youth. Indians represent the highest proportion of the UAE population. India is our country's largest trading partner, and ties between our two countries have not been stronger. We go beyond trade and economic ties to cover IT, space, technology, defense, manufacturing, security, counter-terror cooperation, education, renewable energy, and now youth. We are more than happy and privileged to celebrate with you in the Independence Day of India, and we wish you and all Indians around the world a year ahead filled with success, peace, and prosperity. And now for the national anthem of the United Arab Emirates. And now with the national anthem of India. As you have seen, the Youth Hub is your hub. The Youth Hub located in Dubai is open for all youth aged between 15 to 35 who are from United Arab Emirates or living in the United Arab Emirates. And as you have seen, the place is not like a regular place. So we will begin with the talk right now with the Indian and Emirati youth on their experience in living in the UAE from a practical and cultural perspective, and possible opportunities between the two. So maybe the talk right now will actually initiate the conversation outside. So I would like to ask the speakers to sit on stage. From UAE, Abdullah Mutar. We have from India, Ms. Mahala Kashmi. From India as well, Mr. Abhijit. And from UAE, Noor Al-Hamar. So please sit on stage. So it is a very casual kind of talk from their heart for the Indian and the Emirati youth.
Hi everyone. First of all, thanks for the invite. My name is Abdullah Mtar. I am from Dubai. I'm a social entrepreneur. I'm the co-founder of Meet the Locals. So first of all, we wish you a very nice Indian Independence Day. We're very happy to celebrate with you here in the Youth Hub, the place where all the youth emerge and talk and enjoy our time, sharing the experiences, challenges that we have. So the reason why I'm here is that I want to give you a few examples from the life we had here in the UAE, and especially living with people that are from India, and we enjoy our time living with them. I came from a background where I work with multinational and multicultural companies like Emirates. And this is where I met a lot of passionate people that are coming from India. And with my initiative, Meet the Locals, the point was to provide authentic Emirati experiences to expats. And guess what? The majority of people that are attending our events and experiences are from India. And the good thing is I found a lot of nice examples, nice, passionate people, hardworking, able to take challenges, stretching themselves to the maximum to reach the goals they have. The good thing is I found them, the Indians makes UAE a better place for living. Found people that do things for free. As an example, a guy came to me and said, I do free yoga classes. And I say, wow, you make this community a better place for living. And at the beginning of the conversation, I told him, where are you from? He said, I'm from the place where yoga was born. And I was like, wow, so inspiring. Anyways, also, the local community here is having a big mix with the Indian community. The first example is with the biryani. So, so there is an Indian version of biryani and there is an Emirati version of biryani. So, but it's originally the spices is from the mother of spices country that comes from India. We have a big relation of trade with the Indians. And one last example, I was surprised that my father speak Hindi. I did not know. And you know, until now, like, I was just with him in the market and suddenly I saw him speaking to the guy Hindi. And I was like, Dad, you didn't teach me this when I was young. And then I just found out like when I was 24 and I was like, wow, that's inspiring. Anyways, thanks a lot. I hope you enjoy your time here with us. And I wish to have more conversations with you. I'm going to give the mic to the second speaker. Thank you. Yeah, one of you.
Namaste. Assalamu alaikum. So my name is Mahalakshmi and I'm currently I finished my BTech in Electronics and Communication here in Dubai. And to start with the talk, I would like to say it has been 22 years now I have been in Dubai. And I have been entirely brought up in Dubai, and I've seen a lot of people, a lot of locals. I've had a lot of friends who are Arabs and from different other backgrounds. But what I would like to say is they're beautiful people, they're amazing. They were very good friends. They have India and UAE being so diverse in different things like ethnicity and traditional and cultural wise. It's so diverse, but still, yet we stay so connected. And I would like to say our ex-Prime Minister of India, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, as he said, that Mother India taught us Vasudeva Kudumbakam, means the world stays connected as one family. So yes, our nation, these two nations stay connected as one family and they treat each other with so much respect and with, they're very good in hospitality. UAE offering being a good platform for a lot of Indians to come up, and they always encourage the youth mainly to come up in various sectors like in education, giving each and every one opportunity to come up in their life, to practice different things, respecting each other's beliefs, cultural, traditional, religious beliefs, and also giving an opportunity to build a temple, which is coming up in Abu Dhabi. So all this shows how well, as a country, they respect and welcome people. That's what I would like to say. It's beautiful, and I'm actually proud being an Indian. I'm proud I thank my nation, India, as well as UAE as my second home for adding on to this, to my upbringing with all the cultural, traditional, and moral values. I would like to say thank you to all present here and joining us in this conversation. Thank you.
Namaste, good evening, and Assalamu alaikum. First of all, thank you for inviting me for this evening. It's a great pleasure to be part of this group, to face such an audience, and mainly to speak on just after the Independence Day. Talking about India and UAE, my relation to UAE. I came from a land, it's called the God's own country, and I was plucked from that land when I was grade 5, and I was planted in the land of gold, Dubai. Right from the grade 1, I've been in Dubai, and it's been like nearly 20 years now. I was brought up here, I studied here, my family was here, and I'm still doing my job here. So talking about Dubai, the first thing that comes to my mind is about the hospitality and the freedom the UAE government offers to the Indian citizens and to the other nationalities. For example, in India, we celebrate Onam, which is about to happen in next week. But for me, as an NRI, as a resident of UAE, I had celebrated nearly 20 Onams in Dubai itself. So that shows how much freedom you get from this land. In addition to that, we are having Diwali. We had celebrated Diwali festivals. I mean, we celebrate Diwali festivals every year, and we have an upcoming Diwali festival on October 26th. And I invite each and everyone over here, including our Emirati friends, to join that event and experience the Indian traditional culture and be part of the group. Again, the food. How can we forget about the food? The Arabic food. I mean, I especially like the umbali, the sweet. Wherever I go, if I find that, I'll definitely eat. I might forget the main course, but definitely I will have 2 bowls of umbali. And what else to say? The Arabic, the language Arabic, I've been studying from grade 1 till grade 10. I know how to read and write, but speaking is a bit problem. I wish I had a lot of Emirati friends with whom I can speak in Arabic. Probably now I will get soon, being in Youth Hub. And definitely I would, next time when I do a speech, probably I will do that in Arabic. So with that note, I would like to thank each and everyone for being part of this evening. Thank you very much, and enjoy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Noura, and I'm an employee in the Prime Minister's office as well. My story is not too different, but I come from a background of 2 different cultures. My mom is Indian, and I'm half Emirati and half Indian. So what I would like to say is that from my heart, I really take pride into being half Emirati and half Indian. I think it's one of the best things to happen to me, to have the best of both worlds and to have the perfect combination of 2 different, diverse, rich cultures. If I were to speak about the blessings that I have from my mom's side, first of all, definitely the food. Definitely the food. Because every single day, and may Allah protect her always, she cooks different dishes, and she gets so creative with whatever she cooks. I believe one of my friends, Noor, she tried one of my mom's biryanis, and I don't know, Noor, did you like it? And however, there's a downside of that, because when you have a mom that cooks delicious food, you can't really go on a diet. Yeah, that's one of the many things that I love about being half Indian. And it has another advantage of, attracting friends, I would say, in a very positive way, because I know some of my friends, they only know me when it comes to my mom's biryani. So yeah, and another thing that, on a funny note, how it benefits me, because I do speak 3 languages, and I can say that I was fluent in Hindi or Urdu before I was fluent in Arabic. So it helped me a lot to communicate with people, because UAE is a very diverse country, and we have a lot of Indians, the population. So it helps me communicate when it comes to the stores, definitely bargaining with the employees, with the workers and everything. And another downside I would like to mention, since my mom is not here today, is that your curfew is at 6 p.m. So yeah. But definitely I would like to conclude my talk, or if you'd like to say it, that I take pride into being half Indian, and that's it. It's a pleasure to have you all here.
Thank you so much for the speakers. They could go back to their seating. I think there is a common thing between all of them, which is food. We have a surprise by the end of this event, hopefully. But I would like to end up this speech with something that I could relate to. Being an artist myself, I think we have the same beauty signs. I mean, when we see Indian beauty, when it comes to makeup, when it comes to clothes, and when I see the pictures of my grandmothers, the old pictures, all of the fabric were brought from India. So anything that is related to beauty since the beginning was actually somehow came from India. So we have a lot of things that we could learn from the Indian culture. So right now, I would like to actually ask the performers. I will tell you about them in a bit. So Ms. Troili Dutta, she's an accomplished and well-known sarod player and a doctoral candidate on Indian classical music. She belongs to the famous Maihar Gharan formed by the great maestro Ustad Alauddin Khan. So she could come to the stage, and Mr. Somin Azra. Somin is a talented and promising tabla player from Calcutta. Is an engineer by profession. He's a disciplined and renowned tabla player brought by Sandeep Deb of Binara Gharana. And the wonderful thing about it is you are coupled. Yeah? So wife and husband. I think it's goals. So please come to the stage.
As you have heard that our ex-Prime Minister, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, has passed away today morning. So our first composition is our national song, Bande Mataram. That will be our homage to our ex-Prime Minister, and that will be followed by a bhajan, a traditional bhajan of India, which was, one of his favorite bhajans for ex-Prime Minister. So yeah, this too will be our homage to our ex-Prime Minister, and that will be followed by an Arabic composition. Actually, we are talking about our stay in UAE, our cultural relationship. So this composition, the uniqueness is that this composition is very similar to one of our Indian classical raga, Kirwani. So these two are very similar actually, and although this one, your rhythm format is different, but tune-wise, the composition-wise is very same. So that demonstrates, we have a age-old cultural bonding between UAE and India. So we are honored to be here to perform this evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. It's always a good idea to listen to a Fairuz song with an Indian twist. So it's a lovely performance. Thank you, Ms. Troily Dutta and Mr. Somi Azra for this wonderful performance. So before we go for the group picture and then the dinner, I would like to tell you more about the chefs. So we have Khalid Al-Saadi. He's an Emirati chef. He's 28 years old. He's an entrepreneur as well, the creator of Crust, Pie, and Bzar. Khalid has experience working with chefs from many backgrounds and at different levels in the culinary world. So he accumulated knowledge received from working with street food and fine dining. Khalid blends Emirati flavor using spice blends and self-taught recipes to match Emirati tastes with cuisine from different origins. His experience included working with many hotel groups and restaurants for content creation and consultation services. And for the Indian chef, Ms. Malavika Raghavan, she's an Indian youth chef. She's certified pastry chef born in India, and she has spent 21 years in the United Arab Emirates. Her desserts combine rich aromatic Indian flavors with delicate Western culinary techniques to create dishes that are new yet familiar. Using this aesthetic, she has designed dessert for an award-winning restaurant in Dubai. Her passion include her personal food blog called Piece of Bake. So it's nice, yeah. So, and the line of artisan spice mixes called the Spice Route. In her free time, she also designs modern ceramic tableware and experiments with sodro. So the cuisine is actually by the Emirati chef and the Indian chef. It's an interesting fusion of the Emirati and Indian cuisine. And I would like to ask the youth to go to the main gate near the reception area for the group picture, and then we could enjoy the dinner for the rest of the night. Thank you so much.
Siz de